Hey guys, Candace here, the makeup bag. So I just finished filming this look and it's a simple daytime glam with a full foundation routine. So if you want to see how I got this, then rotate. Hey guys, so I just washed my face. It's really dry right now, but I am going to go in with my oil-free acne moisturizer by Neutrogena, squirt a little bit in my hand and rub it all in. And then after that, I am going to take my Master Prime Primer by Maybelline and rub that into my face. Now that that's rubbed in, I'm going to take my, LA Girl Pro Concealer. Actually, wait, no. I am going to take my NYX Tame & Frame Eyebrow Pomade and my L'Oreal Eyebrow Pencil. And I'm going to start with my eyebrows. So I'm going to go ahead and spoolie my eyebrows up, and then I'm going to go in with the Tame & Frame by NYX, and then I am going to go and shape them up the way I like them. It's my third time using this product, so judgment's still out, but I don't hate it. I like it. So I'm just gonna do this really fast and we're gonna move on to the next. Great, now that I basically have them the way I want them, I am just gonna go in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer and Toffee and clean them up. Okay, so I finally have my brows the way that I like them, and I think they turned out pretty good. So I'm gonna go in and kind of color correct and conceal my dark spots with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Toffee, and I just kind of cover all of my hyperpigmentation and dark spots and my under eye little bags. Okay, so I'm blending that in, and I know it doesn't really match very well with my neck, but don't worry because I'm going to go in with my LA Girl Pro Coverage foundation. So I'm going to squirt this on a little brush and dot it on my face, and then kind of blend it in with my Beauty Blender. And it seems a little yellow for my skin, you guys, but I haven't found my perfect match yet, but don't worry, it will all come together in the end. So I'll just let you guys watch me blend my life away, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I'm back. I wanted to quickly tell you guys, it's really, really important that you guys take your time with the blending process, especially get around the places like your hairline and, down your jawline, where your ears meet your face. All of that's really important, especially if you want a really flawless finish. It just really helps, and that's why I love the Real Technique sponge. I've been calling it a beauty blender this whole time, but it's a Real Technique sponge. That's why I really love a damp Real Technique sponge. It really helps blend it out seamlessly, especially if you take your time. So now that I've got the way I like it, it still doesn't match perfectly with my neck, but it's the under my eye, guys. It was actually kind of gross, but now, okay. So I'm going to grab my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Pure Beige. I know you can't see it, but whatever. So now I'm going to go in and conceal. I squirted a little bit too much, so I put it on my Beauty Blender, and then I took my little handy dandy brush and put it in all of the places that I like to conceal. And I'll kind of blend it out with that little brush a little bit before I go in with my Beauty Blender. I'm sorry guys, it's a sponge. I'm going to call it a beauty sponge. So my beauty sponge, and you'll actually see me in a minute kind of wring out my beauty sponge because it tended to be a little bit wet. And right here, I'm kind of drying it a little bit because I noticed that the lighter shades of the LA Girl Pro Concealer seem to be a little bit more water-based and liquidy. So I noticed if I kind of let it dry and sit for just a minute, it's easier to blend out. Yeah, so much better. So I'll let you guys watch me do this. And I think this is when you guys will see me kind of wring it out when I noticed it's looking different. It just wasn't looking the same. It was too wet. My sponge was too wet. You want a damp beauty sponge, not a wet beauty sponge. So after you see this, it will totally make sense why I had to wring it out. It'll just blend so much better. So I'm playing with the lights here right now, guys, because I'm still trying to figure out my lighting situation. So I'm gonna like play with it one more time, and there was like a difference, but it wasn't major, so I just left it the way it was at the end of the day. Alright, now that it's basically blended, I'm just gonna kind of get rid of any creasing that might have happened while I was blending out the rest of my face, and really kind of press the product into my skin and grab my translucent powder. And this is the Ben Nye Luxury powder in the, I guess, shade or whatever, Buff. I'm just gonna take a little bit on my sponge, put it under my eyes and press it in. And then I'm actually gonna grab a little bit of that powder and press it up against my nose. And you'll see it'll really help with the contouring that I do when I start contouring my nose, because I don't do a really heavy contour, at least I don't think it's heavy. So I'm just gonna press this in to give it a nice line. And then I have smile lines, guys, and they always show up. So I have to definitely, if you have smile lines or any kind of lines that come on your face, like forehead lines or whatever, take some translucent powder and really press it in right after you apply your foundation or your concealer or whatever. You can let it sit there if you want to, but then I'm gonna go in and kind of, you know, just press that powder into the rest of the places that I conceal. Just a light amount, not heavy. I'm not baking, so I don't need to go crazy. The only place I kind of bake, I guess, is my nose and that one little smile line, because this really helps, guys, because then my, you know, lines don't really pop up on my face and whatnot. So I'm gonna set the rest of my face, and then we're gonna get into giving my face a little bit more color after I dust off this powder. So I'll let you guys watch me kind of bring the color and the life back to my face, and I'll come back if I have some more tips for you guys. So if you guys haven't noticed by the look on my face, I'm already feeling this look. I don't have a heavy contour because this is more of like an everyday glam, just kind of like my normal foundation routine. But now that my face has some color, I am liking it. I am liking this. So I'm gonna push a little bit of that powder into my nose and blend it a little bit. I know it looks harsh, but don't worry, I will blend it out. I will blend it out. Now it's time for my favorite part. The glow is coming, y'all. Oh, after I get some lines off my eyes. It's coming though, it's coming. The glow, and I'm using this Sasha Kashuk. I don't know what I'm talking about, y'all. That is Sonia Kashuk, not Sasha. It is a bronzer and blush duo, and I really only use the bronzer side because it gives me like a way better glow than almost any other highlighter that I've used. I like this bronzer a lot because it looks a lot more natural and doesn't look chalky. It actually like blends into the skin so nicely. And I typically go for like a light kind of highlight, but sometimes I OD, and I might have OD'd, guys. I might have OD'd. And then I'll grab my NYX blush, and I really actually love this NYX blush because it's a baked blush, so it's kind of shimmery too. So I put that on top, kind of blending in my contour with my highlight, so it looks just a little bit more natural and just blends a little bit better. So now that I have spritzed my life away, I'm just gonna go in and add just a little bit more highlight. So I'm gonna go in with my Be Bella Cosmetics palette, and I'm gonna go in with this transition color right here, just like a nice warm brown. Kind of helps me when I'm trying to smoke out some colors, but it's more close to my skin tone. So I'm gonna just buff that in with a nice, really fluffy brush. then I'm gonna go in with this little bit deeper color here and just kind of build up that smokiness right in the crease, just to give my eyes a little bit of depth. So I went a little heavy, so I'm just gonna grab another brush, a clean brush, and dip it into this lighter shade here. And this is a good tip if you guys ever like go pretty crazy with your darker color. Just take a color that's closer to your skin complexion and buff it right on top and blend it out. That way you still keep the color, but just kind of mute it down and tone it down a little bit. So that's what I'm doing here. So now I'm going to take this M12, I think it's the M12 I tried to show you guys, but I'm going to take it into this cranberry color right here, and I'm just going to take a little bit on the tip and just put it right into the crease. And I'm really just trying to just deepen it up and give it a little bit of color, and I really love this color. I probably use it almost every time I do an eye look, so I'll switch it up a little bit, but it's just going to deepen up that crease and give it a little bit more drama, even though this is supposed to be like a daytime look. So I'm gonna go in with this shade here. Actually, wait. I'm gonna go in with this shade here. I want to keep it matte, so I'm gonna go in with this really matte beige color right here, and just kind of push this all over onto my eyelid and blend it in really well with the outer V color and the crease as well. Then with my M514 by Morphe brush, I'm going to go in with this more champagne color. Now this has a little bit of shimmer, and I'm going to brush it into the inner corner and inner crease of my eye, just to give it a little bit of shimmer, but not too much. I want to keep it matte. Now I'm taking my Morphe M408 little smudger brush, and I'm going to take that cranberry shade again and smudge that right into my bottom lash line. I really love this color, it's so pretty, guys. Now taking my Wet n Wild Coming in Latte palette, now I'm going to take another little champagne color, and I'm going to pop this into my inner corner and just kind of build it a little bit. So now it's time for lashes, and I'm going to show you guys a good trick to taking your lashes from the package. What you're going to want to do is take the package and bend it in half. And once you get it in half, you're gonna wanna just lightly tug on the lash and then place it back in the package, just for sanitary reasons, but you don't really wanna like pull too hard with those. So I'm going to put some glue on there, and while I'm letting those get tacky, I am going to prep my lashes for them by adding some mascara. So now we're ready for our lashes. I only have a little bit of glue on there, but enough that it will stick, and it's nice and tacky now. So with my tweezers, I'm going to get as close to the lash band as possible so I can get as close to my where my lashes and my eyelid meet. And I'm going to just press it in within the middle and then fix the outer corners. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Sometimes I kind of have to hold it down. Alright, so while those dry, I am going to put on my lip pencil, and this is Rimmel, and I can't find the color because it's kind of scratched off. I think it's called Cafe Au Latte, and the lip gloss I'm wearing is by NYX, and it is Madeline. Now with my NYX liquid black liner, I know it's a lot of NYX, I'm going to line my top lashes just to help it, blend a little bit better with my lash line and kind of stand out and pop. So that is the finished look, guys, and I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. I hope you guys like it too. So I'm going to pop into some slow-mos now. We finally made it to the end, guys. Goodbye. Don't forget to subscribe below. Thumbs up. Love you.